Site remediation are created by Yi Xiao. Many lands today are not safe for residential use. Environmental regulations require that lands should meet certain standards for their proposed uses. Many lightly polluted lands are vacant today because they cannot meet those standards. To develop these vacant properties, developers need to hire environmental site remediation engineers to remediate the lands. To help with the coping remediation procedural, this application is designed. Currently, there is no such type of application available in the market. There are many potential users and customers. This application can be used by environmental engineers who need tracking project flows and suggestions for remediation methodologies. It can also be a good tool for governmental agencies to monitor remediation projects undertaken by developers. For developers, this application provides a guideline on how the projects are performed, thus they can have a better understanding of the timing, cost, and the benefits of the project. It can also be a very good tool for those who are interested in remediation industry, including citizens, students, etc. The application basically assists project flow. It allows users to input site background information and upload site investigation characterization data for each source sample to SQL database. Users can also update the data into the database. A simple risk assessment can be generated based on the data entered, and evaluation on whether a remediation project is needed can be performed. Once finishing up inputting data, users export the data into CSV file. This is how application looks like. Its main body contains a menu bar, logo, labels, data input entry boxes, and buttons. You can find creator and application information here by clicking these two buttons. This is me. And about this application, here's where you input site background data and soil sample data. Here's where you submit data, update information, generate risk assessment, evaluate samples, and export data. The user input data is stored in a SQL table. Now let's input the data for a new site. Let's make site ID 123 and continue inputting the remaining information. I finished inputting site background data. Now let's input soil results for sample ID 1. Now let's click submit. You can see a pop-up window says information submitted. If you want to update the information, you can change the number and click update. You see the information updated already. Now let's generate assessment. The application tells me that no standard is met. Further cleanup is needed. Let's evaluate the soil sample. It says the following items do not meet residential objectives, and the following items do not meet restricted residential objectives. Now let's try to export the data to a CSV format file. Now it's exported. If you go back to the MySQL workbench to refresh the database, you can see the database the information is updated into the database. And now go back to the directory that you can find the exported CSV is generated by clicking it. You can see the information in it. Now I want to input data for another sample. Do the same thing. This time I want to do sample ID 2. Once the new sample information is inputted, let's submit the soil sample data. Information submitted. Let's go back to check the database to refresh it. The new sample information is uploaded into the database. Let's generate a new assessment for this sample. It said it meets the residential requirements. No cleanup is needed. This result is different from the previous one. The previous one has worse environmental results. And now let's evaluate the sample. None of those chemicals is above the standards. Now it's export the data again. It's checked the new exported CSV file. Now has 2 rows of data. And let's go back to the SQL database. This is how my application looks like. I hope you enjoy it.